Hello there, kia ora. Do you live in a ward that's got a by-election on, or know somebody who lives in a ward that's got a by-election on, or own property in a ward that's got a by-election on? Because you're running out of time really, really quickly to get your vote in. Voting closes on Saturday, the 17th at lunchtime. And wow, the turnout's been pretty abysmal around the country so far, and let's be fair, that is not a surprise. By elections always have lower voter turnouts than the wider elections, and after so many by elections and local elections and general elections over the last few years, people are kind of exhausted by it all. But there are some really low turnouts happening at the moment, and that's really problematic for a number of reasons. For a start, it means a really, really small group is getting to choose the direction of the place that you call home. And at the same time, the people who are much, much more motivated to get out there and make sure that they're having their say have got a lot more power in their vote because so few people vote. That includes groups like New Zealand Loyal, who over the last couple of months have told people to get out there and get voting. And in a place like Kirikiriroa Hamilton, for example, where Hamilton East is having a by-election, the Residents and Ratepayers Association, which is a sovereign citizen group that has links to New Zealand Loyal and Liz Gunn, they're really keen to make sure that people get out there and have their vote for candidates that they think are going to do well for them and are sympathetic to their wants. Do you really want sovereign citizens like Andrew Bider here in charge of the decisions that get made around where you can park or what sort of playgrounds are in your area, what happens with your water supply, what happens with local facilities like zoos and park areas and playgrounds and those kind of things? Do you really think that they're the best people to make those decisions? And if you do, you can vote for them. Absolutely. And if you think that that's probably not the best idea because they have absolutely no idea about anything in terms of how governance seems to work or what's best for the greater good or even how to look after other people, then you need to make sure that they don't have their say and their voice isn't amplified by the fact that there is such a low voter turnout. Now, everywhere that's having a by election at the moment has information on their website on where you can cast your ballots, but because New Zealand Post is pulling back on their services because nobody uses snail mail anymore to do anything other than send me bills, there's easier ways that you can get your voting in, like most public libraries, for example. But if you jump onto their website, you'll be able to see exactly what areas are available to be able to go and do vote or cast special votes if you don't have your voting forms already. And sometimes that happens, and yeah, it's not great, but it doesn't mean you can't cast your ballot. So please check out the website for wherever you are that's having a by election at the moment. Or if you know somebody who's in that area, encourage them to get out there and have their say. Don't let the decision of what happens to your home be left in the hands of people who, well, let's face it, are incredibly selfish with what they want, and give it to people who have no vision for what the future could hold for them, for you, for everybody around you, and for generations to come.